and welcome to today's episode of Focus Atlanta. I'm your host, Keisha Lanslin. Thanks so much for tuning in with us this Sunday afternoon. In our first segment, we're going to talk a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club. I'm here with Missy Dugan. Missy, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Keisha, for having me. It's fun to be here.
Well, for those who've been living under a rock,
sure.
Tell us a little history about the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, 77 years in Atlanta. We're quite the icon of a youth development organization. Yeah. Really serving kids who need us most is our mission. It's been the mission for 77 years. We have 27 clubs in 10 counties that spread out in Metro Atlanta, and we serve about 3,800 kids every day. So they'll come through our doors around 2 o'clock, 2:30, really in what we refer to as the out of school time. So we can focus in areas where a single parent or dual working parent really, and helping with schools and partner with schools on what our kids need.
And it's amazing to me that the age range of the kids, because it's not just your middle schoolers, it's not just your high schoolers. I mean, you guys take care of kids from the beginning to the end, the entire spectrum. Tell me a little bit about the partnerships that make that work.
Sure. Well, 6 to 18 are our core ages, and we call them the little bitties, the tweens, and the teens. All just beautiful from start to finish. The theory around how a child learns and how a child develops is really from birth, obviously. Cradle to career, you'll hear a lot about, and so our programs are focused around age appropriate, and then really takes them. The desire of Boys and Girls Clubs is that a child will enter our doors at age 6 and will walk out our doors with a plan for their future at 18, and can really take what we've helped to partner with parents and with school systems and with community organizations, take all of that and really grow and develop from there.
And you step in to bridge the gap sometimes from where the school systems are not able to help our kids in terms of extracurricular activities and physical activity and music and arts and all of these things that perhaps they're not getting in the school system anymore. They can get that at the Boys and Girls Club.
That's right. It gets us a time of day, and really in the summer, where we can focus and be partners with the schools, but to put in additional reinforcements around music or art. We have phenomenal partnerships with community organizations like the Woodruff Art Center, in which our teens are involved in the Teen Poetry Slam. Gives them a different avenue of approach, a really fun and engaging program, pulls in academics along with it, and we think of ourselves as a supplement really to everything that they have in their lives.
And again, it's a necessity, like you mentioned, for a lot of families, because what do you do with those children between the hours that they get out of school and you get off of work? What else can you do to help them to have something that is, again, something that's going to be educational as well as entertaining, and help them to grow physically as well as emotionally.
Right.
I mean,
well, idle hands, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that we're pulling in activities, but we're really also reinforcing what they've learned in the school day. So we're partnering with our schools to make sure that we're covering those things. We're not school. We want our kids to learn in a fun, engaging way, and we're able to do that. We have a lot more flexibility. We get to have phenomenal staff who have really nurtured these children, and they trust them, they believe in them. You're going to hear from Precious, and what we always say is our kids talk about the people who've made a difference at the Boys and Girls Clubs, and programs are just icing on the cake. Wow. It's the people that really make a difference in their lives.
All right, like you mentioned, Precious is coming up next. So tell me about the College Bound program, because that's what she and I are going to focus on.
Awesome. Well, College Bound really started almost 22 years ago with Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Atlanta. And it's a college and career access program. And we begin in the 8th grade with our kids to really set them on the path, make sure that their curriculum is set up, make sure that they have SAT, ACT prep. We do phenomenal college tours where we'll take students during spring break in the summer onto college campuses, and then at the end of all of their school year, or their seniors that graduate, we provide college scholarships. So this year we graduated 77 seniors that are on to post-secondary. You'll hear from Precious, who is one of them that is phenomenal. She's really done an amazing job, and we don't take full credit for that. but we certainly would love to share in the credit along with her educators and her family.
And why not celebrate with her?
Absolutely.
You know, celebrate that success with her.
She's fun to celebrate
Well,
with.
I am super excited to meet Precious. So I will. We're going to take a break here, and then we're going to come back and allow us to meet Precious for ourselves, just to hear a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to hear from the student what they have gotten from these programs. Again, the Boys and Girls Club is a staple in our community, and we all know what it does. But sometimes when you hear what it does from that child, it makes it a little more important. So stay tuned for more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back with Precious Blaylock. Stay tuned.